Hey guys, welcome back to brightnighttech. My name is Berto and today we are working on part 2 of our Captain America 3D printed helmet. So on the last video we sprayed it with our first layer of sandable primer, and I went ahead and began the sanding process. So you can see here around the wings and the A, there are some details there on the nose too, and I had to take a tool to recarve those areas after the wood filler and the sandable primer. So I used a tool like this and I just went in and just kind of carved the areas that needed a little more detail, just like that. Okay, and then I took this file and then I went through the edges there because there was quite a bit of buildup of wood filler, and this is the only really good way to clean it up and kind of sand it down. And you can see there I was able to bring back a lot of that detail that you don't want to lose, but it was difficult. Next we're going to go ahead and hit it with another layer of sandable primer. Okay, here is layer 2. We are getting there. It looks really good. I love seeing that detail on there. We're gonna go ahead and sand it again because it's still looking a bit rough, and we're gonna continue on this path here. So next is we're gonna go ahead and sand this down. Alright, I'm gonna take my sandpaper here. This is about 800 grit. I should go lower. I tend to go a little bit high. I don't know why I do that. I just wanted to get smooth, but really I should go a little bit lower. And I'm gonna go through and sand it and try to get it as smooth as possible and clean up some of these areas like so. Okay, there you go. Looks good. You can see we sanded down to the plastic again, but that's okay. We're gonna hit it with some more sandable primer. But before we do that, I'm going to show you the stand that we're going to use. This is that stand from Sentinel Props. And I'm going to try a new technique where we're going to do all silver and then put the colors on top. But we'll get back to that in a minute. Okay, so here is layer 3 of the sandable primer on this helmet. And we are going to go ahead and sand it again and see how smooth we can get it. Alright, here we go. We're just going to go through the whole thing again. Pretty simple. You start to notice how shiny it starts to get, but getting some of those like little crevices is really difficult. But as you can see, it's looking really good. Plenty of detail, looking nice and smooth. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It really doesn't. It's just for you. Unless you're selling these, then you probably want to do a little better work. But we are going to paint this. But before we do that, let's look at the stand again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tape off some of the areas that are going to stay silver, just like this, and the middle like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray it red. Okay, I forgot to turn on the camera after I did it, and I began taping for the next step. So there you can see I went ahead and taped off the star because that's going to stay silver, and then the middle is going to be blue, and then the rest is red. And then here it is taped all the way off, so then I can paint that blue and the rest can stay good. And then we'll take a look at that next video. Alright, I went ahead and sprayed this with a nice silver. And you can see it looks really cool. It almost looks like a Peacemaker helmet, which now that I'm thinking about it, that might be a cool project later. But the new technique I'm going to try is I'm going to try to put the blue on top of this and see if it makes any difference, if we get any kind of metallic effect or any extra shininess. But we're going to try it and see what happens. Other than that, I think it looks great. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and put in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications, and we will see you next time.